wieners. I am crafting. And I'm pretty excited about it. I have a plan. A little bit. And I also have some things to talk about because I'm pretty excited to talk about it. Well, not really. I was watching this video thing about Ted Bundy, which I know a lot about him, but I don't know a lot about him because I didn't know that he was raised by his grandparents and his sister was, or his mother was his sister. You know, kind of like what's that one Disney show? Her name is Andy. I don't remember. That was like one of the last Disney shows I ever watched. Well, yeah. Sad times. Sad times. Yeah. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, there was that situation. I didn't know that. I probably knew that, but I didn't know. I didn't remember. I didn't remember. I didn't know. So yeah. Now I know. But it got me thinking. People back in the day, in like the 70s when he was around, they kind of idolized him in a way. And that got me thinking, who do we idolize now? Luigi Mangione, okay? But, you know, I feel like there's kind of a reason people are idolizing him. There wasn't really a reason back with Ted Bundy that I know of. I mean, people just thought he was attractive, which I know. A lot of people idolize Luigi because he's attractive as well. But, I don't know. It's kind of weird. But, looking back, like, 50 years, people will probably be like, whoa, you were crazy. You supported this dude? Well, rolling with the times, you know? It was important with what is happening. Can I not do this? Like, seriously. Okay, so I'm taping paper together because I saw this thing on Instagram yesterday and I needed to do it. So I went to Hobby Lobby and now I'm doing it. You tape the papers together, then you draw out a heart and then you fold it up and it makes an envelope. So, yeah. And I got this paper to put on top of the cardstock to make it cute. Because this was the only cute paper that they had. The only cute paper that went with what I wanted to do. The rest of them, millennial, like, it was either that or like a transparent paper with roses on it. They kind of look like a tattoo. So yeah, that's basically what's happening. The weather, it said it was supposed to be crappy today. It's 58 degrees. Okay, summer. And it makes me really happy when the weather, oh my gosh. It makes me really happy when the weather is like this. The depression leaves my body. Okay? Yeah. So, supposed to be getting a haircut on Friday. I am worried because I had a dream that a haircut didn't go so well for somebody else, and I'm worried, what if that happens to me? What if I get the bad haircut? And if I do, you don't want to know what happened. You don't want to know. So, I don't think I'm gonna get full-on Jane Birkin bangs or Zooey Deschanel bangs like I wanted. Okay? I think I'm just gonna play it safe and get shorter curtain bangs. Okay? Because right now I have like these, like long curtain bangs. But I'm thinking, because I like, I pre-cut one that's like a little bit shorter, but I'm thinking even shorter than that. So it's like that. I don't know. I don't know. But I have a picture, I'll put her here. A picture of like a mannequin thing off Pinterest, and I love her hair. And she's a diva. She's diva-ing it up. Slay the boot house down, queen! So I popped a pimple on my chin today. I know you're not supposed to pop your pimples. I pop my pimples. I don't care. They hurt, especially one right here or like right here, because I talk quite often. So, and it was like under the skin, but I still got it. And it popped. At first it was like not doing anything, then it went, the relief of pressure felt so good. I mean, popping pimples is like, keeps me living, you know? Or like my whiteheads or whatever. Is that blackheads? I know you're not supposed to pick your face, but look at my angelic features. Yeah. So, my hands look huge compared to my face. I'll be your mirror. So yeah. Another craft that I'm doing, but I don't think I'm gonna put it on. What was that sound? Oh, there's a bird. I don't think I'm gonna film it though. I just sanded down these headbands because they were like shiny, and for glue to actually stick, you need to take the shine off. So I used a nail file. I know, very professional, very professional. And I'm gonna glue buttons onto it. I know. Okay, next piece of paper. I'm only gonna tape these down on camera because I need my phone to see how to trace out the heart. Because I don't remember the proportions of it. So, and I really don't want to mess this up because this might be a gift. I haven't decided yet. If it turns out mediocre, it's mine. But if it turns out exactly like how I wanted, it's a gift. So, need to ask my mother if she will buy me Solya's jewelry box CD. Yes. But it might already be sold out, so I'm not 100% sure if I can get it, because it just announced, like, day before yesterday, or yesterday? I don't know. But, yeah, I think it was the day before yesterday. Limited supply. But whatever. If I can't get it, I'm not gonna cry. I'll cry on the inside, though. Yeah. Basically is what happens is what happening. Weird dream that I had. Okay, weird dream. I had a dream. Of course I had a dream. I had a dream that... Okay, I usually don't know the meaning of my dreams. Like, at all. Anytime I have one. But I've been having some weird dreams. And I don't look into them that far. But if you want to study this dream and see, oh, so that means this means that, and you want to put that in the comments, cool, you can do that. I will read it because I am worried why I'm having these. But anyways, like, are they visions? I do have, like, visions like that, but recently it's been bad. But, I don't know. So, the dream is, it's so weird. I went into Walmart. Like, you know, the You go through the first doorway, and then you're in that place, and they have, like, a couple arcade games, they have the carts, they have the bottle return. So I walked through there, and I looked to my right, in there, because that's where, like, the bottle return is. And who was returning their bottles? Elon Musk and Donald Trump. What? Why is that? And Elon Musk was in a black trench coat. So, I don't know. Maybe he was wearing a black trench coat because he says he's, I'm dark gothic MAGA. Shut up! Shut up! I freaking hate you. Sorry. That was rude. I don't know where that... I'm sorry. So yeah, they were there. I know that they've explored each other's bodies. You can't even tell me that they haven't. You can't even tell me that they haven't. Yeah, they were returning their bottles to Walmart. I told my dad that, and they're like, well, because he was, like, walking through it, because he thinks that my dreams always have a meaning. And he's like, so you think they're gonna lose all their, like, money from this hoopla that they're doing? And I'm like, that is a good hypothesis. Conclusion? Guess? You wanna guess the color of my underwear. You wanna know what I've got going on down there. Do you think Donald Trump has red MAGA underwear that he wears? I don't want to think about that. Don't even. No. Yeah. That was my dream. That was really weird. And I live in a town where it's very conservative like that. I am not. I'm not part of that community. I don't claim that energy. I'm not... I mean, that... whatever, but don't... you know? Like, don't... So... it was weird that they were in the bottle return, and nobody was freaking out around them. There was nobody else in the bottle return, and, like, nobody else... like, nobody was acting as if they were celebrities, or as if they were gods, like they think that they are now. Yeah. Why... I really don't know why that... Why is that dream... What? I don't know. If you could study that for me and tell me, like, what it means, that would be really helpful, because I'm not taking my time out of the day to do that. That's weird. Very weird. You know, I go through spurts of, like, not having any dreams, and, like, actually sleeping, and then not sleeping or having dreams at all. Like, I sleep through the night, but I wake up and I'm like, I only slept, like, 2 hours last night. Genuinely. And I'm exhausted, and I'm more of a bitch. I'm trying to work on that. So, yeah, there was that. But recently, I've been sleeping, but I've been dreaming. Like, dreaming. Like, I am in the dream. I go through spurts of that. But it could be because I'm having so much anxiety recently. And, like, it's difficult to fall asleep, and then once I fall asleep, I'm still in that, like, anxious realm. And, like, my mind is going a million miles an hour, and my brain has to, like, compute that while I'm sleeping. I don't know. Once a week I have to take a Benadryl so that I actually sleep. Like, actually. So, yeah. I used to sleep like 10, 12 hours a night. And recently, it's only been like 6. So, I know that's not that much of a difference, but for me, that is. And then the dark circles get worse, my skin gets worse, I'm dehydrated. My hair is like falling out. It's not good. Can I get a kiss? And can you make it last forever? I said I'm about to go to war. I don't know if I can see you again. Can I get a kiss? Can you make it last forever? Can you? I said I'm about to go to war. I don't know if I can see you again. Okay. So yeah. Last piece of paper, gotta tape it down. Gotta tape it down, Sam. Uh-oh. What's happening? What's happening? Fam, I think I'm gonna start doing yoga again. Maybe that will shut my mind up for like 15 minutes. Which, 15 minutes better than nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was just looking at my hair in the mirror, and it's made me realize how much my hair has grown out throughout, like, over the course of a year. Because, like, my hair was probably here this time last year. That's pretty impressive that I grew that much. If you don't pay attention to it, and, like, you actually live your life, it seems like your hair grows pretty fast. Yeah. I don't have any tricks to hair length or keeping my hair healthy. I don't use heat protectant. I wash it once a week. Well, actually, no. Twice a week. Nowadays. Because I style it and stuff. I give it breaks from the heat. I only do heat at, like, the beginning of the week. Keep the curls going. And then by the end of the week, it's fine. So, yeah. Yeah. I also have, like, eczema or psoriasis or something, so I can't wash my hair every day because I would die, probably. I think that might be one of the symptoms from those. Death. Because your scalp is, like, so dry. Oh. But the biggest hair growth tip is time. Darling, you can't grow your hair 1 inch in a night. You can grow it, like, maybe 1/4 of an inch over a week. But probably not even that. 1/18 of an inch? I don't know. It's like, how do you grow your nails so fast? How do you grow your hair so fast? How do you grow your eyelashes? Patience. And time. Darling. Time. Like, no matter how many supplements, oils, anything that you use, it's like you need time for anything. You need time to get money. You need time to grow your hair. You need time to do stuff. I don't know. You need time to read. Like, your book is not going to magically finish itself because it's been sitting on your nightstand for 2 weeks. You gotta read it. Like, you're not gonna get a Neuralink update overnight about the rest of the book. You might be able to in the future, but I'm not doing that. Sorry. Turning into the Thewizardliz right now. But I kinda like it. Look at this skirt that I've had for, like, a couple years, I would say. Look at how cool it is. It's, like, printed on it. I'm not really sure where this is, though. I don't think it's Mackinac Island, because those houses look too, like, west coasty. And the tag on the inside says Boden? B-O-D-E-N? I don't know. But it's really cute, and it has pockets. Like, how cute is that? See? Here's evidence. Pockets. So, yeah. And I was gonna pair it with these tights. That are like... You can't even see. Like this. Do you see that? They're kind of like a ballerina slipper, like they crisscross up your leg. Okay, I'm done taping, so gotta let you go so that I can trace out the heart. Oh my gosh, am I getting this all dirty because of my boobs? No. Okay. Fun talking to you guys. I hope you appreciated my motivational speech about time, which honestly, when I give people motivational speeches like that, I'm like, why am I telling you this when I haven't even told myself this? There's the question that I need the answer to. Why am I giving you the advice that I need? But nobody's giving me that advice. And also, if they did, I would most likely not listen. If you wondered, what my zodiac sign is, I'm a Capricorn. I don't know if you can tell that off the bat, but I am a Capricorn. So, but I've read some things about Capricorn, I'm like, who is that? That is not me. Strong, resilient, persistent, hardworking? I would like to think so, but is it true? I don't know. I mean, I feel like I am. I don't know. I'm also a perfectionist, so I feel like I'm never good enough, but I digress. Because I don't want to get into a spiral just by saying I'm a perfectionist and how I'm not perfect. I don't want to talk about it. Actually, let's spend 5 more minutes talking about it. I'll talk quicker, hopefully. So yes, I'm a perfectionist. I was kind of raised in the church a little bit, so I feel like that kind of, like, I've walked myself through this a couple times, and I've talked about it to... Actually, no. Now that I think about it, I haven't talked to anybody about it. But anyways, I've talked to myself about it. And I've noticed how more and more people are coming out about their religious trauma. Which I wasn't really even raised in any religion, but I was, you know, brought to church, Sunday school, you know, regularly when I was growing up. Probably from the age 5 to 7, probably. And, like, every Sunday, kind of thing. And I've noticed that really, you know, changes your brain chemistry. I feel like I've already talked about this. Whatever. I feel like it really does change your brain chemistry as a child, because you see this person... I'm talking about Christianity, which, don't even talk to me about that. But anyways, like, I feel like Christianity has a bad name to it, but right now I'm stepping back. I'm not atheist, but I don't put a label on myself either, you know? I think Jesus is a cool guy, but what I called myself a Christian, that, because people give it a bad name, you know? Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, being raised in the church at such a young age, and not even being able to decide for yourself, like, what is happening. In Sunday school, you're taught about Jesus and how he's this perfect person, how you have to be like him, and how he's perfect. You know, he does these things, he's perfect, he's perfect, he's perfect. And, you know, if you do this, you're not perfect, and then you have to ask for forgiveness. And then I'm like... Then I accidentally sin, you know? Like any human being does. Because I'm not Jesus, I'm not God. I'm a person. I'm a human, I have flaws, but why do I want to cry right now? Sorry. Let me put these on so you actually can't see my eyes as well. Anyways, if I shed a tear, I don't want to say anything about it. I haven't talked about this out loud, so it's like, yeah. But it's so difficult to feel like you're a good human when sorry, my voice is getting all shaky. I'm like getting worked up. Sorry. Anyways. Oh gosh, what is wrong with me? You were like, I don't even know how to put it into words. You are a child, you're raised to be like this, but to be this perfect person and look at this perfect person as an idol, as a god, as the image of who you're supposed to be. But then you see other people out there and you see yourself and they are nothing like that person. They're nothing like Jesus or Buddha or whatever you believe in. Mary. I don't care. Whatever. You know, every religion, every belief has that perfect person. And, like, you're supposed to be perfect. And I feel like a lot of parents, they don't realize how they are mentally messing up their child at such a young age. You know, talking about this and saying, oh yeah, this guy, he got killed by this because he did this and didn't ask for forgiveness, you know? Or like, I've always been so scared of the, like, 6 deadly sins, I don't know. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I do that and then I go straight to hell? Like, I am... As a child, you are terrified of going to that place because people say it is so terrible, it's like so bad, and like, you're just burning and burning for eternity. And I'm like, I don't want to do that just because, you know, you steal, I don't know, a 25-cent candy bar from the gas station doesn't mean that you're a terrible person and you're going straight to hell. Like, that's what they forget to tell you. You are a person. You are a human being. You are not perfect. It's just so difficult for me to, like, comprehend, you know? They teach you all these things and they suppress you as a person that you can't do this, you can't do that, because you gotta follow this direction, because if you follow that direction, you're going there, and this and that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why is there so many rules, you know? Why is there so many rules to follow when we were supposed to be free here? Like, this was supposed to be, like, a free kingdom for all of us to live in harmony, like, dancing around naked. But we're pushed into these cubicles, sitting at our desk, working all day, and if you don't, like, do this, do that, then you're put in the bin because you're a piece of trash. Like, no! You are not. I don't know if any of this is making sense, but I feel like it's important to talk about. At least for me. And it's like, I don't know. I just don't know. So yeah, that's why I try to be perfect at everything that I do, and then when I'm not, I get pissed off. Because I want to be perfect, but I know that I can't be. So, yes, I am tearing up, but I'm actually surprised that I haven't broken down as much as I have. It's so difficult being a human, I swear. And it's so difficult understanding humans. Like, we follow these books, we follow these rules, we follow these people to, like, try and make our life better, but it's never gonna be perfect, no matter who we follow. I don't know what this just turned into. This was supposed to be crafting, and now I'm talking about, like, this. I don't know. So if you want me to talk more about this, I will make a whole video about this. About trauma and stuff. So yeah, that's the end of my video. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what that dream was about, because that's really freaking weird. And I need to know. Okay. Love ya. Bye.